What is Africa to me? I am Orwell, a professor of African literature, history, and art. Through these sessions, I will explore ideas and historical factoids about Africa. The aim is to dispel myths, subvert certain narratives, and share with you valuable information at a time when truth is being erased. Let's begin. In Things Fall Apart, going back to Things Fall Apart, it's not just this situation where Okonkwo talks about, these are the proverbs that are giving us this, the Morpheus society, the Igbo society believes in. Their traditions that require people to live in harmony with each other. But there is also another part in the book where there is a marriage, kind of domestic violence situation. And the Egugu, 9 of them, Egugus are the spirits, 9 of them are brought in to preside over the case. It is almost like a domestic violence situation, and it's a justice system that the Morpheus society relies on. And what comes out of it is a very well thought out ruling, where in this case a woman had been beaten by her husband, and so her brothers went and took her away from her husband, and the husband went to the village council asking for her for her back. And what happened is that a case was brought a case was brought before the council of this Egugu. You could call them elders, and they came up with this idea that you cannot be violent to a woman. You cannot be violent to a woman because in that case you're not the husband was not respecting her rights. But at the same time, the brothers cannot just come and take away. So it is this case of about rights. Let right be done. It's about rights of individuals that has to be respected. And so I find this very interesting, no wonder part of what Achebe was trying to achieve was to present a complex society that cannot never be flattened by biased writing, which of course he underwent, which he read during his during his colonial studies. Of course, that is coming out of an ignorance about African situations, or at least situations that Africans had their own systems, setups, political, social, and judicial structures that functioned and allowed progress in their societies. Today, I want to discuss a concept which is there on in Things Fall Apart. There's a passage in the second chapter where Okonkwo says, "Let the eagle perch, let the kite perch, and let the eagle perch too. If one says no to the other, let its wings break." And it says in the context of a situation whereby he goes to an elderly person, somebody who is respected in the society, and he's going a very rich person too. So he goes to look for help. He's seeking. He's involved in sharecropping, and he's seeking some yam seeds that he wants to plant for his next harvest. And so this concept of let the eagle perch and let the kite perch too, and if each one says no to the other, let his wings break, is about justice. It's about equality. It's about a living together. This is something that is germane to everybody who has ever, talked about justice, who has ever thought about justice, who has ever thought about a multicultural society like the one we live in currently. Um, what is important to this is to realize how it is ingrained in African traditions. In South Africa, we have something called Ubuntu, and Ubuntu concept basically goes along with that, because what Ubuntu says is that I am because you are. It basically means you cannot exist without me, and I can't exist without you. We complement each other. This complementarity in life is what the Egyptians called Mat, which was about not just coexistence but harmony, living in harmony with each other. We live in harmony with fellow human beings. We live in harmony with the animals, with our environment, with the gods. Very important. So there is this concept of order. You can never find good things in disorder. Most of good things come out of harmony, peace, love. And this peace, love, and unity and progress cannot exist where there is injustice, where there is no right. Right from the days of the Magna Carta, where the Magna Carta is was the basic law that came out of England, that allowed the commoner to challenge the king. And so what it is about justice between people who live in a society. And justice cannot come where people are not equal, where people don't have rights. And so this case of rights, justice, and harmony, and relationship between humans, amongst humans, between humans and the environment, between humans and their divine, is very important. It's what ethics is all about. It's what morality is about. And so we find it in African societies, not just today, but even pre-colonial, but not just pre-colonial, in ancient times, both in West Africa, because in West Africa we had Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa was the first actually to come up with the Bill of Rights, a Bill of Rights which guarantees certain rights to individuals in a society. In his case, in Mali Kingdom, that Bill of Rights disallowed the practice of slave trade or slavery. That Bill of Rights allowed individuals to seek redress in case they were having trouble. It allowed people to treat each other equally. And that goes back to the ancient Egyptian concept of Mat. So this is something that I want us to understand, that it was never a case of Africans not having a value system. We had a value system all across the continent, in very different parts of the continent. And so next time I'll come up with another concept and discuss it with you. Thank you. Do me a favor, please. Like and subscribe to my channel on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Thank you.